Hey guys, welcome to your third bottle for this week of the World in Color, Woke in Color series that is happening. So I'm super excited to talk to you through some exciting shit, man. Like, we have had what a ride it's been, and look at this. This is where we are now. This is what is coming through this sort of new, this bottle is like a herald for this new time that we're emerging into. And it's kind of like that really intense, painful moment right now when it's just being born, like that birth, that labor part. But yeah, this is sapphire blue. And on the bottom, it is like the lightest pale magenta. Earlier this week, the first bottle had like the lightest ballet pink. And now we have the palest magenta. And magenta, it kind of has a bit more of a spunk to it, a little kick to it, a little jazz of love. So this bottle is really welcoming in this new time for us loving each other, caring for one another. We're going through those intense growing pains right now. And when I looked at this bottle, it's kind of fun for me to be on the other side of all of this, on the receiving side. I'll ask, clients, what do you see? What do you see? And now I get to be a part of this, and I'm like, oh, what do I see? Wow, it's electric blue from this light right now. So when I look at this, forget the knowledge, forget anything I may know. When I still into my heart and I look at this, I see a shared piece, that blue. It's like a piece, but it feels shared, that is being communicated, blue, the throat chakra, through the intuition, that color of sapphire blue, like that jewel, that gem inside of us, our essence, our intuition, that pipeline to spirit, to source. I see that being communicated. And from this deep reverence and love for life its very self, all life. That's how that palest magenta translates for me. It's like that just deep all love, gratitude, appreciation for just this very life, as beautiful it is, as fucked up as it is, all of it. So the name of this bottle is interesting because it's similar to yesterday or the day before when we were talking about the moon silver and the veil. This is called the veil, and it's really beyond the veil. So this is really getting at humans at their core. It's like, are we dark? Are we light? We're both. We're a paradox. This funny dance. At the end of the day, when we move beyond that veil, we are left with what we are. Loving kindness. And you can kind of see that in that deep core, that light. There you go. Palest magenta. We are loving kindness. And I think we kind of got knocked on our asses a little bit as humanity. We were like, damn, we fucked up the earth. Damn, we're really mean to each other. There's a lot of hatred. It's really maybe getting us down. And the thing to remember here is that we do have the ability to love one another. I know hearing that right now is like, oh shit, are you sure? Yes, that's what we are. And we're reclaiming that right now, and it's intense right now, but this is the path we're on. This is that new heralding energy of a new time. And this brings up heaven. When I look at that color, I see heaven, that electric blue. The palest magenta has red in it, which is earth. So bringing heaven to earth, that blue to the red, spirit to physical. And heaven, what the heck is this? This crazy idea, heaven on earth. It's just a vision that is being integrated into actuality right now, actually. Maybe you don't see it quite yet out there in the world, but it's happening. The seeds are planted and they're growing. And we're actualizing this vision by our conscious attention. Where are we putting our intention? That's going to create heaven. What about our values? Our values are changing right now. They're getting restructured through this entire pandemic and racial stuff, all this identity stuff. Where are our values? What are we really? We're getting back to the higher perspective. This bottle, I want to take you on a little thing. When I was younger, this is kind of weird, I call this thing the ant perspective, like a little crawly black ant, where, you know, let's say my friends were having a hard time, I would explain them this thing. And looking back, you know, I should have known I was probably going to be setting on a path of spirituality, observation, etc. So the ant view is when you take yourself out into space. It's kind of a visualization, very visual. You look down at the earth and you're up there in space and you're like, whoa, you're like looking down at the earth and you get some perspective, you get some space, some healthy space, and you feel safe. I think that blackness of the sky, the ether, space, whatever you want to call it, consciousness, it's like a womb. So it's kind of like, makes me think of the underground caves outside of Tulum. You just feel like you're in a womb, you feel nurtured, you feel safe, you get some space to just be with yourself, and you look down and you see this planet and you're like, man, that thing's so cute, you know, man, you know, even in all its problems, it's so cute. And you realize you're just a tiny little ant. And it gives you calm, it gives you that peace, that blue of the peace. So this bottle really helps to remind us that we're just a part in the web. If you look at a spider's web, that, you know, kind of famous metaphor of we're just this little tiny speck in the web, and we're part of it. We are a part of it, which is amazing. We belong to the earth. Earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. So this bottle is just really exciting to see because, you know, as tough as stuff seems right now and looks, it's like it's happening so that we can remember we do have the power to love one another. That is a part of us too. We do have the ability to take care of the earth. So we're waking back up to this right now. Also, the cool thing to note here, this bottle is 14. There's numerology in this whole system. So 14 is wisdom. It relates to wisdom. 1 + 4 is 5. 5 relates to man, to body. 5 senses, 5 hands, you know, 5 toes, the whole shebang. So this, another way to look at this is through numerology. So you could be like, oh, we have spirit, the blue, moving in to the body, the 5. We have the wisdom, 14, spirit moving into the body, the physical, the 5, so that we can remember the pink, palest pink magenta of love. We are here for our spirits to move into our physical, to remember how to love, how to care for one another. So this is what's going on. We're stepping out into this new territory. That's why we're all like, oh my God, oh shit, like that kind of vibe, so that we can authentically relate in a new way, a shared humanity. That's what it is, take off the veil. Thank you.